Hey, it's Dustin. Today I'm going to be discussing some time management or productivity hacks for new freelance writers. So I strongly believe that freelance writers, you get paid for results, not just for showing up. So the more productive that you are with your time, the more you can potentially earn. So time is kind of your most valuable resource that you have as a freelance writer. And we've all got the same number of minutes in a day. So the more that you can make of the time that you're given, the more money that you can make. So my first productivity tip is to keep a schedule. This can either be online in a document, on your computer, or a physical journal, but you just want some way to kind of keep track of all the work that you have, any pitches that you've made, and if you've got a response back or anything like that, and any goals that you've got. So schedule can help with that, just so that nothing gets lost, and so you always know what to do next. If you find yourself with downtime, you can always jump to the next task. My next tip is to have some kind of like a background noise app as opposed to just sitting in silence. Personally, I like to stream like jazz music or something like that, like chill hop, at basically any music that doesn't have lyrics. You can also stream stuff like just ambient noise, like rainfall or things like that, or like beach noises, whatever you like. Just having something in the background to kind of cancel out the noise. It kind of keeps you focused on the writing, I find, as opposed to either just sitting in silence. Personally, I can't write if I'm also listening to lyrics. I can listen to music without lyrics, but if there's lyrics, they kind of cancel out the words that are in my head that I'm trying to write, so that's not helpful. One thing that you might want to try is the Pomodoro Technique. Yes, that means tomato in Italian or something, I think. But basically, you can look it up, but basically it's breaking your work up into small manageable chunks. So you do like 20 minutes of work in a big sprint, and then you take a break for a few minutes, and then you work 20 minutes more. I think every other one you take like a 10 to 15 minute break. So that can be good. It kind of chunks your work out, so you're not just sitting there for 8 hours. You can kind of break it down into little segments. One thing that I've mentioned before as well is having a dedicated workspace. So I've got my own office because I work from home full time, but maybe you don't have the space for that. It might just be a dedicated table in your bedroom or your kitchen or somewhere that you always write at. So pick a workspace so that you can get into like the writing mindset whenever you sit down. The next big tip that I have is to block out your writing time. So say I'm always going to write at this time every day, whether it's like in the morning when you first wake up before you get ready for work. You might wake up early to get some writing in, or it might be when you get home from work while you're making dinner or something. You can also get like 20 or 40 minutes of writing done while your food's in the oven or after dinner instead of watching TV, blocking some time. Another great tip that can really throw you off if you're not careful is making sure that you eliminate all of the distractions. So if you've got your phone, make sure that it's set to silent or airplane mode while you're writing. Same with like email, Facebook, Reddit, anything that can distract you. You want to make sure that you're not going to get distracted. And you might not even realize you're doing it. Sometimes that I find that I'm like opening the web browser and I don't even realize I'm doing it or why I'm doing it. It's just like a habit. So you can do that. There's also I think there's extensions that you can install in Chrome. I've never used them, but they can lock you out of specific websites for specific amounts of time. So if you really have a hard time giving up like Facebook or Reddit or YouTube or something, you might want to physically make it so that you can't access those things for a couple of hours while you're working. Just to keep yourself from getting tempted. One other tip that I have is prepping your meals. So you don't have to go full meal prep like some bodybuilders and stuff. They plan like all of their meals out a week in advance and cook everything on Sunday. If you don't mind doing that, that's a good thing to do, just so that you have your lunches done for the entire week. But if you don't want to plan that much, even just having like easy to grab meals that are ready to go, like having like granola bars or quick lunches that you can make in just a couple of minutes so that you don't get totally pulled off track. Although it's nice to have kind of like a lunch break to break up your day anyways, but if you're not spending all of that making food, it might be helpful. One thing that I definitely recommend is also scheduling some downtime so you don't get burnt out. You can't write nonstop for like 10 hours a day every day, so you've got to have some time to watch Netflix, play video games, or whatever else makes you happy. So definitely make time to just kind of relax at least a little bit every day. Even if you've got a big project going on, give yourself at least like an hour or two before bed to kind of wind down. Otherwise, you're just going to be thinking about writing anyways. But yeah, if you really want to get intense with it, something that I've tried is scheduling your entire day out down to like the half hour. This is pretty extreme, but you make like a spreadsheet starting at like 6 a.m. or whenever you wake up all the way till like 10 or 11 p.m. when you go to bed. And then every half hour, you include everything like when you're going to eat, what times you're writing, when are you going to take a shower, what time you're going to take the dog for a walk. Basically, I like this because it really keeps you accountable for every hour and actually every half hour of the day. You could even break it down into 15 minutes, but then it'd be kind of hard to track. But it really, I find it shows you how much downtime you actually have in a day, or like how much wasted time that you just spend doing nothing or doing non-productive things. So if you really want to be productive, I would say do that. Track every half hour of your day and see what you're actually doing every half hour of the day. And you might be shocked how much time you're really either wasting or not doing anything. So those are my big time management hacks. If that was helpful, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to have more writing tips and tricks in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.